Hi everybody, happy Sunday. I'm just gotten ready for church and I'm in my closet. Just finished my second cup of tea because it's that kind of day. I had my 5 nieces spend the night last night and it was a really late night. And we were meeting friends at church. So I texted everybody first thing this morning, was like, can we go to second service instead? Because there was just no way we were going to get out of the house in time. But I wanted to talk to you guys about why I talk about body type so much and what it's like, for all of us, I think, when the voice in our head is critical. So a lot of times it's easy to look at somebody else, whoever else, and say, oh, I wish, I had that like that person, or I wish I had this like that person, and think that that other person doesn't struggle with their body or with being critical or, of themselves or whatever. And we all know that that's not true, because we all have things about ourselves that we are critical of. Unfortunately, I think that that's the way that we are as women. We're always looking to improve, and sometimes we can be hard on ourselves. And so I kind of wanted to talk you through, okay, you've been in my closet before, and some days getting dressed is a little bit more of a seamless process than other days, for all of us. And one of the reasons, of course, is that our bodies change from day to day. But understanding what your body type is, and really knowing what's going to flatter you, you can make those little adjustments depending on how your body is that day, that will still have you looking and feeling your best. So, for example, I have a really small frame. I have skinny arms and skinny legs, but I also had 2 C-sections in a year and a half, and I have never had a really flat tummy. And my tummy changes from day to day. Like some days it's like, ooh, and other days it's like normal. And so depending on how my tummy looks that day, some days I'm going to wear something a little more fitted and other days I'm not. And so we're all looking at ourselves, and God forbid you should ask me to do any crunches or exercise or anything like that, because I'm allergic to it. So for me, it's all about the clothes. Like that, if I'm going to make adjustments in my body, it's going to be about the clothes. I'm not giving up carbs. And I'm not going to break a sweat. So, but with style, you can really transform the way other people see your body. So you may say, oh, I've never noticed you had a tummy. Well, that hopefully you haven't, and that's because I dress for it. And so I think that it's important to realize that the women that are around you that appear like they don't, maybe you don't see their flaws, and chances are it's because they're dressing their body in a way that's really flattering their body type. And so you're not going to see their flaws as they see them, or as they see themselves. Sometimes they know how to pick the silhouettes and the styles that are really going to bring out the best in their body type. So as a style dial 1, slowly shifting to a style dial 1-3, and let me explain to you that the difference between a 1 and a 1-3, or a 2 and a 2-3, is if your waist straightens out a little bit with age, right? So I am a style dial 1, which means I'm proportional and I have a defined waist. But as I get a little bit older, my waist loses a little bit of its definition, so I'm veering more towards a 1-3. Hi, Jamie. Good morning. So I'm just talking about how we tend to be critical of ourselves and hard on our bodies, and really knowing how your clothes are going to fit you and flatter you is so critical. Like, I think it's just important to know what's going to work for you, and to know that you may choose something to wear at night, and then the next morning, good morning, and the next morning feel like maybe that's not going to work for me anymore, because I woke up, my stomach is a little poochy today, or I don't feel like sucking anything in today, or I don't feel like the special undergarments this is going to require today, or whatever. So to just be kind to yourself, and to realize that we all have things that are a challenge, about our body types. And I may, some days wish I was taller, or wish I had flatter abs, or wish my hair didn't frizz. But, we all have those things, and really knowing how to bring out the best in you, the best that God gave you, and really sending that message to our daughters, those of us who have daughters. Like, I think that's such an important responsibility that we have. We're helping to shape their, we're helping to shape their self-esteem, right? So making sure that the way that we speak to ourselves and about ourselves, especially in front of them, but even not in front of them, is like loving and showing ourselves grace and acceptance, because fortunately we are not judged by God based on the way that our bodies look or how our hair turned out that day, right? So being kinder to yourself, the way that you're kind to your friends, you see your friends as beautiful. Good morning. I'm talking about accepting ourselves the way that we are. Hi, Leslie. Just being kind to yourself and remembering to love on yourself and to send that message to our daughters and our sons that we don't have to be perfect to be really happy and comfortable with who we are. I know that I can have a flatter stomach if I did crunches or gave up croissants. Crunches and croissants. I think I'm going to write a post on crunches and croissants. But I'm happy and comfortable with myself, even if I know that I have areas that I can definitely improve and enhance. And nobody doesn't have those areas. There is not a single woman who doesn't have challenge areas, whether they're a supermodel or a mom in her 40s, or, we all have those areas. And we all know that if you look back at yourself 20 years ago, you were critical of certain things about yourself that you wish you had that kind of stuff to be critical about now, right? Crunches and croissants, right? I'm going to start that hashtag, crunches and croissants, because everyone knows I like croissants and I hate crunches. And then, 20 years from now, I might be like, I wish I had the problems I had with my body in my 40s. So just learning to dress for the body that you have and to really bring out your best through style and through beauty, through caring for ourselves, through caring for our skin and our hair, and applying a little bit of makeup in the morning. It's a game changer. It changes the way I approach the whole day. It changes how open I am to other people, how loving I feel to my family, how confident I am. So that's why I'm such a big advocate of style. I mean, when I was starting at 10 or 11 and just going through the whole tween stage and feeling insecure about myself and wondering how I was going to look when I grew up and what I could do to enhance myself. That was the time in my life when I first dove into style and especially beauty, because I knew that it was a way for me to express myself and to feel more confident about how I put myself out there to the world. So that is my takeaway for you, is that don't look around you and think that other women don't struggle with their bodies or struggle with whatever. Like, I've just recently developed these, I'm calling them crinkles, that wrinkles above the knee, and then also getting bags under my eyes for the first time in my life. I used to have just circles, but now I have circles and bags, so that's awesome. But anyway, joking, but we all have things, and we can look around at each other and think, I wish I was like that, or I wish I had that, or, I wish I had this body type, or I wish I had that hair, or I wish I had this or that or the other. And fortunately, the people that matter love us exactly how we are, our families, God, and we need to show ourselves that same kind of love and acceptance, and really just bring out our beauty through our style and our style choices. And then when we walk out the door, you forget about what you're wearing and you can focus on other people. You can focus on what just killing it that day, doing whatever inspires you and motivates you, and whatever your day demands of you. Going out with this beautiful armor of style. Love you too, Leslie. Can really help you just approach your whole day in a positive way. And we all need more positivity right now, right? We all need more positivity and more encouragement. So love you guys. Mwah. Thanks for joining me. Have a great time at church if you're going to make it this morning. And I will talk to you later. Bye.